What a do, Newt Gaming crew. Welcome. This is your host, Newt Gaming, and welcome back to another bomb and super lit video. If you are new to the Newt Gaming channel, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to click that like button if you're feeling the vibe. Also, if you are my supporters since day one, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. So today, as you can see from the thumbnail, I actually wanted to get you guys' attention on this because, of course, Xbox X and the PS5 is coming out really soon. Well, Series X Xbox and the PS5 is coming out pretty soon. It was supposed to come out this year, but they pushed it back due to the coronavirus. However, I wanted to talk about my top 5 games from PlayStation that I would like to see brought back on the PlayStation 5. So, of course, we recognize that, through the different companies like Activision and stuff, they remastered some of the PlayStation classics that were originally from Naughty Dog, Spyro, and Crash Bandicoot, which are very lovable and well-recognized, well-recognized gaming series right there. So it's pretty cool that they remade those, but there's other games that are out there that PlayStation made for the PlayStation 1 and for the PlayStation 2 that were really great. And honestly, I think that they should be brought back within the gamer realm as far as PlayStation is concerned. So this right here is actually my top 5. So I'm going to start with number 5. So number 5, I would like to see this game. This is originally a PlayStation 1 game, and it's entitled Croc, Legend of the Gobos. So Croc was a pretty interesting game. It was fun. It was adventurous. It had a lot of, it's like a fantasy adventure type of game, but it's just with a crocodile. And so, of course, it was like bringing out the inner kid in us, but at the same time, it was just a very fun and unique adventurous game. I think that's one of the most underrated adventure games of all time from PlayStation. I wish that it could get a little bit more recognition and try to, come back to this realm. So hopefully, we can get a chance to see that on the PS5. And for the PS5, a lot of people have been talking about, backwards compatibility. It'll go up to PS4 and then PS4 Pro and then PS5. To me, that's whack. If I'm talking about backwards compatibility, if I'm paying almost $500 for the system, I want to play every last game that was ever created, including the games that are going to be coming out for the PlayStation 5. From PlayStation 1 all the way until the current, which is PS5, I want to see that possible. I don't want to spend money and I have to go back to PlayStation 4 games and then, have to deal with PS5. So, but, I guess that's just me. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think? Should they do backwards compatibility going all the way back to PlayStation 1, or should they just stick to PlayStation 4 and build their way up? Let me know. So that was game number 5, which was Croc, Legend of the Gobos. Now, number 4, this game was literally my absolute favorite because I remember playing this a lot with my friends, especially during the summertime when it was like blazing hot. I would invite my friends over. We would play this game on the PlayStation. We would bring our memory cards and we would go to town. But this game right here is iconic and it's legendary. Number 4, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. It's like, man, Skate is better than that. Obviously. But Skate 3 is by far one of the greatest, games that have ever been created, as far as physics and, actual tricks that, they do and that are actually possible. And I guess to some degree, Tony Hawk did have that, but it was just so fun playing, Tony Hawk, one, because of the arcade styles, and then at the same time, they had different characters that you can play with that are from different, series. Like I remember if I'm not mistaken, on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, they had different characters on there, like, of course, the police officer, I forgot his name, but the police officer would be on there. Then I think Darth Maul was on there, and Wolverine was on there. So there's a lot of different characters that you could use throughout that. And then of course Neversoft was a big company back in the day for Tony Hawk. So Neversoft, the eyeball was a character. So it was pretty weird and creepy at the same time, but still it was a fun game. And I just remember battling it out, playing multiplayer games like let's see, what's that tag game? It's called not tag, but it's Trick Attack. Then there's Graffiti. That's the one where it's Team Red and Team Blue. Okay, so Graffiti, Trick Attack, and then Horse. And then of course you would have a single session, dealing it out, doing like tricks and stuff, try to beat your opponent's score. But it's so fun playing that. I had a lot of good memories. The previous Tony Hawk Pro Skaters were kind of garbage in my opinion. The last one that they've ever made that I really appreciated and had fun playing was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. I still have it. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, still have that. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. 4 was literally like the last one for me. So, and then afterwards, once Skate 3 came out, it's like, oh, well, I'm kind of leaning towards Skate 3. So I hope that one day, if they make a Tony Hawk game, that will be equivalent, if not better, than Skate 3. So let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see that game possible, or any other game that you would like to see possible to come out for the PS5. So that was number 4 on my list. Number 3, originally it was on the Nintendo 64 and it was known as Mega Man 64. But on the PlayStation version, this 3D Mega Man game was lit, and it was entitled Mega Man Legends. Now, that game was an open world of Mega Man, and you would basically start a storyline. The graphics were pretty good at the time. However, looking back at it now, it's like, oh my goodness, those were the graphics. But I really had much fun. I had really enjoyed playing this game a lot because there was so much you could do in there. I mean, you could switch to different outfits. You had different types of equipment that you could use in order to battle it out, in order to defeat Dr. Wily and his minions. So it was an array of stuff that you could get done. Definitely had a storyline and an interesting plot twist, but hopefully they could do something like that. Of course, recently they just released Mega Man Zero and ZX series for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, and for the Xbox One. So hopefully they work something out that'll, make it a little bit more challenging and a little bit more fun by doing an open world Mega Man. They need to bring it back. That and Mega Man Battle Network. So that's my third game that I would like to see brought to the PS5. Now, this one right here, number 2 on my list for an epic comeback for PlayStation that I need, Mba Street. Now, if they could do a collection, that would be nice. But if they could do a remake, I'd be even more interested in that. So, of course, they would have to have the updated rosters of the current players in the NBA. Then on top of that, I would like to see some bonus content. Maybe have like a special team or something from EA. Maybe have EA characters from different games, whether they're cartoon or supposedly like real life characters, I guess. Make that possible. I would like to see that game. It was super lit. Now, my favorite NBA Street game of all time, hands down, is NBA Street Volume 2. You had Dr. J on the front cover, and you had Michael Jordan. Come on, man. 2 of the NBA's greatest legends of all time. They're all lit. All 3 of them are lit. So, back in the day, that's all I would use. Either the Lakers, use the old Chicago Bulls, or I would use Dr. J after I unlocked them. It was a challenging game. It tests your skills on how to move that ball around so that way you can beat your computer, if not your friends. Very, very fun. And I wish that game, as lit as it was, and the series as well, as fun as it was, I wish that it could, come back. And I would like to see a nice, clean remake of that game. So before we get to the last game on my top 5 list, of course, there's some honorable mentions that I would like to display. Way too long. Number 1, Sly Cooper the Raccoon. Listen, if you've never played Sly Cooper the Raccoon ever, you missed out. It was just so fun playing that game. And then I remember there was like a chase scene in there, and that was like the most epic level to play on Sly Cooper. I think it was either the second one or the first one that had that. But I haven't played the third one. No, wait, I did play the third one, but it's just been so long, that I've actually played that series. I guess I need to, crack it open again and play it some more. But yeah, so Sly Cooper, I honestly, I really do like that game. It was very fun. It was super lit. And that game definitely has been out for a long, long time. And they should bring it back. If they can bring back Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, they most definitely can bring back Sly Cooper. And especially if Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank came out for the PS4. So that's kind of inexcusable. So they should bring back Sly Cooper the Raccoon, in my personal opinion. But that's actually going to wrap it up for today's episode. I just mentioned my top 5, but let me know in the comment section down below, what are your top 5 PlayStation games of all time that you would like to see brought back to the PlayStation 5? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this video and the content that was presented today, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and join the NewtGaming crew. Give this video a like. Share the love in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let's converse about these games, and I hope that you guys have a brilliant and excellent day, night, week, month, and year. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and the next video I'm going to be posting will be gameplay. So stay tuned to find out what game it is that I'm going to be dropping. It will be premiering soon, so check it out. Click the bell for the notifications. I'll catch you guys next time. This is NewtGaming, and we're out.